back here for the very first time with Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion HD renovation. That's what it's called, I think, for as long as you can remember. Legends have been told about the derelict mansion up on the hill that casts a blanket of darkness over the town. The history of the house itself is virtually unknown, and even the town's oldest residents cannot remember the mansion's origin. But being an avid history enthusiast, as everyone knows I am, you embark upon the mountain, up the mountain to visit the manor, hoping to shed some light on the backstory of this crumbling fortress of darkness. And sorry, I only started the intro just a moment after it said, this game's got violent scenes and jump scares and all sorts. So, watch yourselves, friends. This is a game I've long heard about and long been a fan of the idea of playing. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, that music stopped immediately. If I'm not mistaken, it's like a remaster slash maybe slightly bigger remake of an older game called Spooky's House of Jump Scares. The name's so changed for copyright reasons, I think. Jump scares on? Well, how can I play Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion with the jump scares off? Specimen on. Oh no. Oh no. You can get your Twitch viewers to control it, if I were so inclined as to stream this. So although I usually pick games I know next to nothing about, this is a situation a bit like Alien Isolation, where I've seen it played once or twice and I know the general gist, but I've just never played it myself to any degree, and well, I've played this one even less than Alien Isolation, which I had played a little bit of before that video, but this one I've not played out at all ever. My understanding is the idea is, oh, unless maybe Jump Scare Mansion is also like a sequel to the original. Anyway, whatever the case, I think the premise was, at least at some point in the chronology of the game, that this manor was like a haunted house attraction that starts out being like a cute little place where you go and cute little pumpkins and ghosts jump out at you and go, boo! But then later on, as you descend, it like goes awful and horrible. I think the game is a few hours long, so I don't intend to beat it all in this one sitting. I intend to just go for a while until we die a few times or get scared a whole bunch. From what I understand, the game takes you through a series of rooms which are maybe procedurally generated, and the whole mansion consists of 500 or 1,000 or 2,000 rooms or something like that. So I was thinking we'd just go for like a few hundred of those rooms until it starts getting really awful scary and not cute scary. And we'd have a good old time. Oh boy, okay. The mansion, a renovated version of the original Jump Scare Mansion, endless mode, no thanks. Katamari Hospital, unlock secrets of the strange abandoned hospital, Spooky's dollhouse, finish the story, build your own mansion coming eventually. Wow. A lot more modes to this than I thought. I think we'll just go with the standard mansion. Oh, we are in already. So I don't know if anyone's going to preface this for us or if we're just kind of on our own. Hello, Spooky. What's up? Sorry, I should get on your level, bro, and talk to you from here. It's a nice place!
Can you, public player, make it through 1,000 rooms?
You're coming in a little quiet, but 1,000 rooms, sure, I'll try.
Or is there even any? I don't really know.
You got me.
Just go.
I'm just a history buff. I don't know anything about oh, okay, bye. I guess that conversation's over. Nice. Well, make it through 1,000 rooms. Which shall we start with? The one on the right, of course. E is open. Everyone knows that. Well, I'm ready for the... Okay, I will admit, I was just about to say I'm ready for the jump scares. That one absolutely got me. I was gonna say I'm ready, and it was gonna be so funny when the first one came out, and now it was all like, ha, didn't scare me, but that I wasn't expecting one so quite that immediately, and it did in fact scare me. 1,000 rooms, hey, well, let's give it a whirl, shall we? From what I've seen in this game, I really like it, the style of horror it evokes. Oh, okay, so there's more rib there than previously. Are we gonna see a skull appear? Is it gonna be an entire spooky, scary skeleton? Never mind. Too bad, so sad. It's an interesting carpet. Almost seems like it could be a pattern to something. That's a nice photograph. And I'm kind of, I'm like a little bit up and down as to whether I'll find this super scary or not. Because on the one hand, it is very cute until it's not. But at the same time, I actually don't really know quite how scary it gets. Like, I've seen some of the stuff in later rooms where it's like real terrifying. So I'm wondering how much of that I've like absorbed and like it won't bother me because I've seen it already. Don't really know, to be honest. These little things popping out of the walls are definitely getting me, though. I'm not even making that loud a noise. It's just having something suddenly flung towards my face in 4K, full Ultra HD is just something I don't think I'll ever get used to. But they're very cute so far. They're not making awful noises or anything. There's adorable little pots of coffee and ice creams. There's going to be one in this hallway. I can almost be certain of it. Anyway, let's turn this corner. And turn this corner, and turn... Oh, I didn't have to go to any of these corners. Nice. Well, anyway. Good. So far, this fits with what I've seen of the game, or what I think I've seen of the game. Oh, wow, that's so pretty outside. Sorry? The art style I think I've seen of the game anyway, and so I think this is probably the version I would have seen people playing, the original mansion version, rather than any of, like, a dollhouse or hospital version. Those I don't think I have seen, but it'd be fun to play sometime. Ah! Going for the bingo! Finding old notes! Exposition-y notes! At first, this place just seemed cute, but I've been here for days now. I'm feeling quite parched now, and I keep getting this feeling like I'm being watched by something. This is not romantic at all. I disagree. I find it very romantic. And Spooky seems nice enough. I don't think she doesn't seem like the sort of person who would have a place with anything bad in it. Seems like she takes good care of her home. I say based on very little. I was so certain there was a little cute pumpkin or something come out to spook me in that little hallway. Ah, well, we're not even close to any walls here. How could anything flip up from a wall in this place? I think we'll be all right. Anyway, I'm prepared to eat my words on all this, because some of the stuff I have seen later on is pretty scary. I don't know quite how often how soon that happens. Like if you need to get to like room 500 before it gets really awful, or if it's a bit more like room 30, and then we start throwing the giant mutant zombies at you. But hey, room 21, we're not doing so bad so far, are we? Might even make it through all 1,000 rooms this video. I know something is following me, but I feel like I'm prancing through the same rooms over and over. Hopefully leaving notes as breadcrumbs will prove I'm making progress in reaching some destination. I just hope I don't run out of ink. I'm dreadfully thirsty. Don't drink the ink, if that was what you were implying. But also, it's creepy how you can hear stuff moving through the other rooms. So you were leaving notes as breadcrumbs rather than just like, I don't know, tearing up the pieces of paper into tiny little shreds? You just stuck like an entire piece of sheet of paper every few rooms? That doesn't seem like a very efficient use of your resources, if I'm honest. This hallway has the feeling of something about to pop out. But no, why would it? And why would we be afraid anyway when it's something so cute as a little ghosty goo or like a coffee or whatever? That room made me profoundly uncomfortable. Oh, nice short rooms. Good. We're getting to the scary stuff faster. So like, if I'm an avid history buff, I meet a ghost, I'm taking that as my archaeological find for the day. I'm leaving. I'm not going in. This person is not a very good history buff. Anyway, ink. Not quite quenching my thirst. Taste is terrible, stains are terrible. I don't think drinking it was a very romantic idea. Well, I'm unhappy that I was right about where that was going. So you'll notice I've got a health bar and a stamina bar. Things do not remain so benign forever. I think they rather eventually start getting, are there more bones there than previously? I don't think so. I think that's the number of bones that was there all the time. Things get much more hostile much faster than you'd want, I think, in this place. Ooh, cracks on the ceiling and stuff. Nice, neat, cool. Well, the other thing I was thinking about for maybe reasons that this might not end up being too scary, and I'm not saying I think that's what will happen, I'm saying there's a possibility, is from what I remember, when it starts getting scary, it kind of stays that way. It's just kind of like full-on monsters around every corner once you get to that point. Hence why getting through 1,000 rooms could actually be a difficult challenge. And I think perhaps that might lessen this, I might be able to get used to it a little bit if it's happening every 4 seconds, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm actually almost more scared of those little cute little cutouts than I am of any giant monster that's gonna chase me. Okay, anyhow, come on. I just startle so easily, it's not fair, it's not my fault. Just born this way. I found something today to satisfy my unromantic thirst. Today? It took you days to get through 43 rooms? I awoke today from a brief faint and found before me a bottle of red wine. I'm not sure what brand or year, for there is no label. All I gather is that it tastes strongly metallic. My friend! What makes you so certain that was wine? Because I am decreasingly certain the more you describe it. Did it also make you feel a bit like a vampire? Did you want to wear a cowl and start going, not being and going to people's houses until you were invited? Did you have strong urges for that to occur? Wow, this is a little uncomfortable little T-shaped hallway with these little alcoves. Just primed for something awful to be hiding in them. Any notes in here? Where we could read all about what bodily fluid this person drank next? Very claustrophobic hallway, that. Good. More bedrooms. This place is... I mean, again, it's a mansion. Not even Luigi's mansion had this many bedrooms. And that place was just loaded with them. Spooky Cross? Oh, it's a save point. Neat, I didn't know that was a thing. Aw, look at the little thing. It reminds me of, a thing in Kirby 64. That sort of, like, shadowy thing with the little white slippers and everything. I don't think that was wine. Well, I could have told you that. You can do it. We can help. Papa John's. Oh, this whole thing is an elevator. I thought I was going to open a little elevator. Neat. Well, down we go. Papa John's. You can do it. We can help. What's that? What's that the actual slogan of? That's like, is that Home Depot or Lowe's or one of them? Oh, full-on Resident Evil door opening scene, too. That's cool. Well, we're now in, like, the lower echelon of this. Or one lower echelon, anyway. Getting a little darker. Are we gonna meet Spooky again? This looks like a room that she might appear in chat. Nope, guess not. It's kind of thought it looked a little bit like the foyer we were in earlier, so I thought maybe we'd be seeing her again. And she'd have more to say about our progress in the mansion, but perhaps not. It's a little weird that she doesn't know what's going on in her own house. I wonder what the situation is there. I'm sure this spooky character has many, many things to, many secrets to unveil to us yet. Not to be confused with Spooky, the girl with whom we had a date in Dream of the Blood Moon. I'm literally gonna get jumped by every single one. There's not a single one. Oh, very misty and foggy in here. Terrifying. Not gonna be a single one of those little, pumpkin. Donk. Okay, ding. Sure. Oh, I'm supposed to go in a certain order, is it? Donk. Well, I don't know which. Okay, hang on. So forward. Forward good. Forward bad. So forward right. Forward right is bad. So forward left it has to be. Forward left right. Forward left right is bad. So forward left maybe. Forward left is good. Forward left right. Nope. Forward. There's gonna be something awful in here in a minute while I'm trying to realize that. Forward left forward. Nope. It's forward left. Okay. Forward. Left. The last thing you'd expect. Left. And forward then, I guess. Good. Room made it through. Nice. We're doing great, I think. I mean, we can't be doing too awful. We haven't even taken any damage yet. A spooky green pile of sludge on the ground, no problem. Spouting, splashing, soaking, innards ingest invoking, nailing never stops the choking. Damn, that was oh wait, you're running after me. I was like, huh, that thing got up and stuff. But it was actually actively oh, and it pursues you through the rooms, right? I should continue to sprint then. Sorry, I was gonna make a joke about poetry and stuff, but it's time to run at this point at the moment. Slimer's about and is not too happy with me being here, right? Sorry, Slimer. No little pumpkin had better jump out at me while I'm running from Slimer is what I was about to say. Does this ghost ever go away, or am I going to be pursued by you? Oh, you come out of sludge piles and stuff, right. It's time to just go on with ourselves. It's been time for some time, actually. I said we get to room 100 and set right to this place. This place is no good. I'm not sure if sprinting through that muck actually helps. I think it's starting to seem like maybe I should just stop. I'm gonna be moving slow when I go through it anyway, so I should just not sprint and use up my stamina when I'm going through the sludge piles themselves. I should dash otherwise and then use the sludge piles to regain my stamina. Yeah, you ain't so scary and you don't come up here so fast. And like I said, now that I'm in a chase with you, it's like whatever. You're a little spooky green thing, I guess. What was that noise? Okay, I'm a little scared of you. Okay. But hey, we're not far from room 100, surely, so. What's that, only like 28 rooms? I can count. 28's not that many to run away from a giant green slimy ghost. I don't know which way I'm going or why, but let's go there. Locked? Well, I didn't know that was a thing. Since when locked? No fair. What do I do if that? I've run into more rooms that are like that. Oh, your stamina regens every room. Nice. So there's no reason not to sprint right to the end. Well, the music's kind of cooled out, so I guess that ghost is sort of left well enough alone. Oh, my health has gone back up as well. You only have your health and stamina both go back to max at the end of a room, I guess, maybe? Right, well, we had our first chase with a monster. Spooky! You didn't say there were monsters. I knew there would be one at the top of that ramp, and I almost said it, and I would have looked so cool and smart if I had just said it, but I didn't, and it still spooked me anyway. Bugger. So I guess I may as well be sprinting through every room if all my stats come back. Of course, if I sprint headlong into a monster, that won't help anyone, but, open, yes. Right? Nothing scary about this wide open room. Hey, we're at 82 rooms already. I think one popped out there, but I was looking around the corner preemptively, so I didn't even see it spook me. Nice. That's an awesome photograph. I hope you're enjoying that banana you're eating. I'm sure that wasn't a child or a human soul or anything that you were eating there. Looked like a banana to me. But I mean, bananas often look like human souls. This is a noted phenomenon in the world of psychology. Uh-oh. Pile of green slime again. Doesn't sound good. Is you-know-who back? Dear friend? I don't hear the dong-dong-da-da-dong chase music yet. But I do hear some growling and hissing. Yeah, I guess I only hear the chase music once I look at them. Except, I'm not really hearing it. Oh, I guess you just don't feel like playing the chase music this time. That's fine. I'm okay to have a nice chill event among friends here. That doesn't bother me, Ghost. Can you go through walls? Because if you can, you're about to run into me here. Nah, doesn't sound like it'll be a problem. I'm gonna go the way with no slime. Please don't be locked. Okay, good. Hey, we're almost at room 100, which I have to assume will mean we'll go down another... Cute little toast, don't do that! Another, elevator, anyway. And then things will happen. That will be more chasey and less friendly. I've been smacked once by a ghost. Didn't much care for it. I'd like to not repeat the process. I mean, maybe if it was a cuter ghost, I wouldn't mind being smacked around. But this one, I don't think there's much chemistry here between me and this one over here. This one just has like a decided hatred of humanity in their not eyes that I don't really get behind. Anyway, it seems like their position is reset every room, so as long as you get to the next room, it doesn't matter if you let them draw close like this. See ya! Save! Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bum! Keep a little pep in your step. Thanks, little coffee. Down we go! Axe, chop till you drop. I have to imagine at some point we're gonna get to one of these elevators and we're gonna hit the button and it's not gonna go down for a bit and then there's gonna be, big monster in the area. Well, we're 10% through the mansion. Resident Evil door opening sequence. I can only imagine things get slightly less friendly from here on out. Oh, good. At least there are no walls for which cardboard cutouts can pop out in here. Oh man, this is just like the creepy tombs in Ocarina of Time that scared the crap out of me. I was saying that the tombs that scared the crap out of me, but it was decidedly apropos because that thing also scared the crap out of me. That adorable little skeleton cutout thing. But it's just like those tombs in Ocarina with like the green pools of like dead people juice or whatever it's supposed to be in them. Yeah, you're gonna catch me flinching at every single one. Sorry about that. I am just that jumpy. I mean, I do have it decently loud, to be fair, so it is just appropriately startling, I think. Even if it is an adorable little cardboard cutout. Spooky? Are you, like, with me during all this? Or are you kind of, like, just... You're more of the laid-back kind of manager. You're like, I want to know what's at the bottom of this mansion, but I'm not going to, like, follow you down the elevator or anything. Is that sort of the situation I'm given to understand here? I get the sense there's going to be a cutout in this one. I got the wrong sense. There is a spooky ambience growing. Is it originating from something? Am I going to go through a door and see something unpleasant? Oh, I can't actually fall in the corpse juice. That's ideal. Is that a whisper I heard? Oh, that ambience is getting real loud. That one got me hard. Oh, I don't think I'm alone. I think I'm about to be accosted by something in a most unfriendly and cantankerous manner. I think it's going to be a big obstreperous zombie thing with like 1,000 eyes that flies through walls and screeches loud. That's what Ooh, didn't care especially for that noise. That's what I foresee going down anyway, but nothing to do but just keep sprinting on through. And cardboard cutout. Nope, I was wrong. Oh, there's a big old spooky moan just then. I haven't been seeing as many notes lately. I think that person who drank the blood probably died from it. Somewhere around here, you'd have to imagine. Ow. Oh, spooky laboratory. This is very Resident Evil 1, actually. Nice. Well, I mean, nothing scary ever happened in a haunted laboratory. Nothing scary ever happened in a non-haunted laboratory. Laboratories are just safe places to be. Oh, good. Dinosaurs. I was just saying this place needed a few more dinosaurs before I would feel safe in here. Oh, I have to go back on my own steps. Subject 5 is growing more and more restless. I told Spook we just need more funds for sedatives, but she just laughed and flew into the ceiling. Seems like her thing. Without more chemicals to keep these things docile, I'm not sure how much longer we can keep them here safely. Generic lab assistant. Well, generic lab assistant. I wouldn't worry about it because guess what? Avid history person is on the case. And I'm gonna open this door backwards and then charge through here. I don't know if that access key will open the other door that was read as locked or what. Bloodstain, good. So Spooky was like a scientist of some kind, or maybe still is. I believe subject 5 is loose. The glass around its container is shattered and I can faintly hear clicking coming from the ceiling. Ceiling? I don't know what will happen now. If it is out and alive, then this is probably my last report. The clicking's getting louder now. Is that clicking? Am I hearing clicking now? Oh, I think I was... I see. I must be hearing clicking. It's a big old centipede. Right, well, why would that be an issue? Oh, okay, right, your health natural regens after a bit, I gotcha. Oh, I think it just busted through the door, don't you know? Yes, it did, and it's rather quick. It's rather speedy on its many, many feet. Right, good. Well, oh, it can probably come out of there, can't it? That wasn't a good thing to look at. Wait, did I just go backwards? No, I didn't. It's fine. Hey, okay. Yeah, it's just actively pursuing me. I should probably just be sprinting through every door here. I'm sure a little cutout is going to scare me in a minute as I'm fleeing from the centipede thing. But, never mind. Oh, there's so many centipede holes that the centipede can come out of in this place. And it's not my favorite day when there are a bunch of centipede holes for a centipede to come out of. Hey, little thing. You're adorable. Bye. Okay, we're going. We are actively moving out. We are fleeing the area. We are moving quickly. We are not stopping. I was looking right at a wall. That's awful. Let's get it. No, not locked. Oh, okay, there's another way to go. I was like, you can't do this to me. Wait, going back through the door you just came... Oh, you're not allowed, I see. That's good to know. I will never be asked to go back through a door I came, so I might suggest it probably is randomly, or like procedurally generated or whatever. Oh boy, spooky chair in there, facing the wall and everything. What horror place wouldn't have a chair facing the wall? That's just normal behavior as far as I'm concerned. Right, goody. I'm getting what's going on here. We want to be moving quickly. I want to be not stopping and smelling the daisies so much. So far, they haven't had anything awful come after me at a time when, I was reading a note, but, that could always change. It makes me uncomfortable when they give me, like, 5 of the same room back to back. Not quite sure what it is. So it seems like the best strategy is usually just go for the door that's closest and not really bother being all, smart about it. Not being cute about it and trying to go for the farther one. I mean, you sometimes find that the closest door is, locked, which isn't awesome, but so be it. Ooh, there's a pitter-pattering going on here. Ah, and we're gonna be met with our green ghost friend again. Hey, you've got your chase music back. Oh, it's so good to see you. You're feeling better, and you're feeling like playing. They got the band back together and all. Your drummer is something crazy, I tell you. Sorry, but I'm gonna leave you now in about a few rooms. I'm gonna be back in an elevator, and they're gonna give me a save point. I ran the long way around this, which probably wasn't a great idea, and I'm probably about to get whacked by this ghost. Don't whack me! Do not whack! DNW, do not whack. Thank you. It's nice that your stamina goes back up in between rooms. Yay! See ya, ghost! GL Labs. Was that you whacking against the door? Hang in there! Well, someone's whacking against something anyway. But I saved already. It's just getting a little more demonic and, like, distorted every time you do that. That's awesome. Alright, this is so cool so far. This is classic stuff. I remember when the original spooky jump scare house mansion came out. I tell you, I thought I was going mad, because like all I could find was things saying it's called Jump Scare Mansion now, and I was like, was it not called Spooky's House of Jump Scares? But, as stated previously, I believe it was a rebranding for copyright reasons. Nevertheless, ooh, note we can read. This is exactly what I was hoping it would be, and it's classic 2010s horror stuff. I don't know how much longer I can go on. I haven't seen any of my previous notes, so that means either I'm getting somewhere or someone is taking them. I haven't been taking them, if that was ever in question. I don't know how long ago you wrote these, but if we're in the same mansion presently or not, but it weren't me. I deny any wrongdoing. We've been long overdue a cardboard cutout to come and shave years off my life, so I'm sure that'll happen sometime soon. Oh boy, more green ghost chase. Well, the green ghost chase I can handle. At least I know what I'm doing there, but maybe there are multiple monsters. There's gonna be problems. Ah, that one didn't get me, see? Because I was already being chased by the green ghost, or I thought it was anyway. Where has that green ghost gone? Oh no, it's still here. It was just being a little more subtle about it. Yeah. Thankfully they haven't been locking too many doors around us so far. It's nice that there's a bit of action and strategy in this as well. And it's light, but it's still there and present. Things did get, a little darker all of a sudden. Locked, gotcha. Right. Okay, I am freaked out by this setting. Oh, doors on the side. I should probably check them. They're nice and convenient. Good. Oh, hey, there's a shadow person at this class bench. What are you guys learning today? Ah, they hurt me. Okay, sorry. Fine. Algebra, I get it. Makes everyone cranky. Jinkies. Oh, this doesn't actually advance the room counter. Only the big wooden door at the end does. So I shouldn't bother looking in these little side classrooms. That's only for extra lore stuff and key cards, which we do not need. Down the spooky stairs? Oh, we must do, shouldn't we? Why? How can we not go down the spooky stairs in the spooky mansion? This is just the wise thing to do. I mean, if we're going to have to ride an elevator at the end anyway, may as well walk down a bit first, that the elevator ride isn't quite as long. That's just sensible energy conservation. Save for that green ghost early on before we got into the school section. There haven't been any hostile confrontations in this place just yet, which makes me a little nervous. Oh no! Are we going through a gramophone? Oh, there's a ghost chasing me to this gramophone music. Well, hello, you seem nice enough. I'm gonna go through this door if it's alright. It looks like you were about to try and eat me. Very hot, but no, actually, I think I'll just carry on. Oh, I have to run away from you while going along this. Oh, hey, you probably do some kind of like big scream when you catch me, don't you? You have that look about your face. So I should probably have conserved my stamina better and like try and flee from you better than I'm doing. I'm doing like a bad job and that's gonna come back to bite me, isn't it? Ah, ow, ow. You literally bit me. Sorry, I kind of just accepted my fate because I assumed I would insta-die there. Ah, okay, right? Well, Sorry, went around the wrong way. I'll natural region in a minute, it's fine. I don't foresee this being an issue. My character just like metabolizes the teeth that get embedded in them and all, and it's alright. Well, you have a very nice theme song. Anyway, I'll go. I'll try and get out of your hair, which is very nice and long and flowy, by the way. Okay, a little unsettling, but not outright terrifying, this thing. More just a pressing danger when you're on these little walkways that could potentially lead you the wrong way, or that you have to loop back on yourself with. So you're somewhere in the darkness there, unless you've gone behind me. No, you're there still. Good, no problem. You don't do anything all that scary when you get me, you just bite my face. Would be such a huge turn on if I wasn't doing all this running. I'm sorry, I got stuck on something. Okay, it's fine. I'll lure you a bit this way before I run this way so that you don't head me off. Cross the way. Fine, no issue there. I sense no danger here. I foresee no problems with this. Room 200, here we come. Not going that way with the chair, that's no good. Getting stuck where that chair is. Ooh, is it just me or did this little song get a little more sinister a moment ago? Hey, do you know a girl named Spooky? I think she's a scientist who works here. I couldn't really get a beat on her whole deal. She seemed cool, and I kind of thought we could be friends, but then, I don't know, she went to the ceiling and she kind of seemed non-committal about the whole thing, and then I found out she's maybe a slightly megalomaniacal scientist at some point. I knew there would be another in this room, and once again I forgot to call it out. And I would have looked so psychic if I just said it. Damn it. My intuition's never right, and the few times it is, I'd forget to say anything. Because I was trying to make the previous joke I was making. Oh, slam, I see. I was like, what's the slam? Did the ghost get angry and give up? But no, it's because the centipede's after me now. Right, things just get a lot more runny after after a certain point. You're just kind of constantly running away from stuff. Right, no issue. Clickety-clack. Yep, go with one of these creepy little corner rooms. No problem, there's not gonna be anything scary on the third time. Why would that be? Run. Right, that little bang scared me, but it's just a kicking open the door. There's gonna be a spooky a cardboard cutout in this room. Definitely. Damn it! I only call it my intuition when it's wrong. Anyway, we're near to room 200 now, so that's a whole shortcut. This one's got to have one, right? Somewhere there'll be a little cardboard cutout in this room. Damn it. Never mind. Forget it. Just forget it is what I have to say about it. Oh, does the centipede chase me in here? Oh, no one's chasing me in here. They've just all chilled out. Actually, it sounds like something was over here, did it not? No, maybe it's fine. We have been chased through a similar room by the ghost who has the nice music playing earlier, but it's actually a lot creepier when there's nothing chasing you through this room. At least I can't fall off the edge, so I don't have to worry about that. That would make this a lot more tense. Brr, this room gives me the chills, actually. It's freaky. It's got that classic video game darkness fog, which is not how darkness works in the slightest. Cardboard cutout? Nope. I just can't call it out when it's actually going to happen, can I? Right, well, nearly down to the 4th checkpoint. I see what's going on here. I think I'm getting the hang of this game somewhat, but I mean, obviously you could throw whatever it wants at us in the next block of it or whatever. Okay. Skeptically optimistic. Keep that blood pumping. Oh, don't worry. It's pumping. That sounded similar to how it sounded before. It didn't sound extra scary or anything. Nice, cool, good, awesome, fun. I'm not sure I quite have a goal at the moment. Well, actually, let's just try and make it. I say we'll go until I die once from here, or we make it to room 400, since we've already made it to room 200. We're clearly doing all right. So to get it through all 1,000 rooms is a journey that will have to take place in another episode, I say. Another video. Okay, some repeat rooms. Holy crap, that one got me big. I think this is my last note. I'm gonna die having never found my escape, but really that's not true. This place was like my escape from everything else. In the end, my death is kind of romantic. Well, that's nice. I mean, at least you get to be surrounded by all these cute ghosts and cardboard cutouts. Nothing bad could happen in a place that one could describe as having cute ghosts and cardboard cutouts, I would say. Don't like the way it looks like this room is like sort of barely suspended on some metal thin beams. Well, this room's gotta have something. Nope, maybe it doesn't gotta have something. No, it's one of those rooms where there's a loop. A useless loop in the edge there. Which is not necessary, hence useless. That's what that word means. Well, it's what that word implies. It's not strictly what it means. Anyway, no big monster chase in this place yet. I'm wary. Because so far we've had like about a new monster introduced almost every block. There was Slimer, and there was the centipede, and then there was screamy ghost lady with the music. So I consider myself a little nervous for what will chase us next. Although so far, the monster has like, if there's gonna be a monster chasing you, it spawns like right at the beginning of the room. So okay, this room's fine. So you know you're being chased early on. Oh, well, no problem here. I think all the static on my vision is just a normal way that this can go. I don't think there's any problem with it. Oh, a nice little note to read. The darkness is slowly consuming us now. I don't think our rituals will appease it much longer. How are we supposed to know this would happen? I like how the notes are just making fun of like those horror games. Like every 5 seconds it's a new plot. It's like, oh, it was the scientists. Well, actually, it's not a lab creation. It's a demon that you have to do rituals to. Well, actually, maybe it was just like some Spooky's grandma or something. Hey, this looks fun. Good, cool. I'm glad I went into that room. That was a worthwhile and enlightening experience. Because it's fun, though, how it's kind of playing with the idea of horror game characters leaving notes behind to explain what's going on in a way that's just, hi! Oh, you're a thing that is chasing. I thought you were just a cute little background detail. Sorry. Nice, cool. You've got... Is that a sword? Oh, that's so cool! Or are you just, like, swinging a fish around? I'm not sure what your deal is, but you look awesome. It just kicks the door down. Oh, it makes the wall go really fuzzy when it kicks the door down like that. The hallway just like can't decide what it wants to be painted like. Gotcha, cool. But I knew it was gonna slam through the door and it still got me because I just happened to be looking at the time. Wow! Did you slip me something? You're so... Oh, wow, I could like see it's traced from the last room. That was spooky. I feel like everything's going a lot more psychedelic than I was anticipating earlier, all of a sudden. Things are taking a turn that I did not expect. Oh, you're strange looking. You're a little strange looking. Oh, it's very creepy. You can see the trace of it from the previous room as you go through. Look at this nice painting. Isn't that fun? Don't you want to investigate that instead of me? Okay, bye. Oh, it's this room, but except it's really hard to read when it all goes funky like this. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. Oh, are you speeding up, or is that my imagination? Oh, it's awesome how it's kind of hard to tell where the floor is when this thing distorts it all like that. Adds a little challenge to this room that we thought we knew how to get through already. I like the way it has repeating rooms, because it sort of gets you used to a pattern, and then it can break it and do fun stuff like that. Right. Carrying on here, halfway through this block, if it is indeed that it remains every 50 rooms, is when it changes. Oh, the music's chilled out, so that person's given up, I suppose. I must wonder what these cylinders are about. Ooh, this is creepy. I like it. Not all too happy with this room, but I didn't actually think they would have one come out from one of those, so I wasn't expecting that in the least. But now I know it won't get me the next time one pops out of a railing. Definitely. Ah, Slimer's back! Bugger! Thought I'd seen the last of you. Actually, I can handle you. You're not, It's the cardboard cutouts I can't handle. Slimer's still chasing me in this room? Oh, you could be tough to shake in this room, because you move pretty fast around these corners here. But I move pretty fast too, and I regain my stamina pretty speedy and all. So it won't all be bad. Oh, I've gone a bad way here. There's a note I could maybe read, but I'm gonna have to juke you first. Check this out, I'm gonna lead you around here, then psych! That's what you thought you were gonna have happen, was you get me then, but you were wrong. You were incorrect, friend Mundo. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Oakley dokley. Carry on running. Good. We still haven't seen a bunch of the freaky stuff I have seen in playthroughs of this game. Not that I've ever watched a full playthrough, only seen little clips here and there. So I'm kind of dreading the day... Oh, there's gotta be a spooky cardboard cutout in here. Damn it! I just can't get my intuition ever to call it out right when I actually remember to call it out, can I? Anyway, 234, nearing the end of this whole block. Oh, I thought there was a spooky shadow over there, but it's just a bunch of broken wires. I mean, that's scary in a different kind of way, I suppose. Sounds like the ghost is still chasing close behind me, but... You I can handle. You I can handle, friend. Your rules make sense to me. Oh, you are tough to evade in this room, though, considering how quickly you fly. I think it spawns faster if you look back, don't you know? So I should probably avoid doing that in future. But I just like to know where it is so I have a sense of how to run from it. Right, I thought I went the wrong way there for a minute. But no. I have successfully shooketh you. Good. Another door right across, why not? Spooky eye painting, no problem there. Another spooky power room, no problem there. All the rooms are non-problematic when you think about them like this. Oh, I feel like a cardboard cutout is long overdue. Not in this room, but the next room, I bet. There's gotta be at least one before the next elevator, I bet. Oh, this music means that it's the screamy ghost lady. Well, not the screamy. The bitey ghost lady is approaching. Oh boy, I gotta head upstairs while there's a ghost chasing me? That doesn't seem like a good idea. That seems like something that would be difficult to obtain, get to come about. Ow! Sorry, I ran into the railing like an idiot. It's alright, we'll make it through. There's gonna be a cardboard cutout here. Damn it! I just can't predict it once. Okay, well in this hallway. Surely we don't get to the next elevator without one more. Ah, fine. Fine, I'm wrong about everything. Oh! Surprise, you made it this far. Oh, sorry, you're talking to me. I was like, why can't I save?
That's great. I shall grant you a gift for your progress.
Thank you!
So just keep going.
You seem like maybe you're not really into this whole thing of me actually carrying on. But sure, I'll keep going. Password pumpkin. Oh, so if you opened the game without, there was a password option in the title screen, so that's nice. You think it's gonna be something scary in here? Look behind you. Why? Is there something there? Nah, it seems fine. I ran backwards and there wasn't anything, so why would that be scary? You look very dashing in that portrait, Spooky, may I say? Actually, I don't know how old she is. I shouldn't be flirting with her. The art style is telling me absolutely nothing. Right, good. Thanks for the present, I guess. Very locked, gotcha. Let's go this way then. This one is very decidedly not locked, good. I'm not happy. I'm not looking forward to the day when I get locked on both ends of the hallway. Oh dear, it's another puzzle room. Oh, no it isn't, maybe. Oh, hang on, forward was ding? No, now it's dong, sorry. Forward, ding, right, so forward, right. Oh, they're gonna put something off in one of these rooms one time. Okay, so it's forward, right so far. Forward, right, forward. Nope, forward, right, left, I guess. Or did I already try that? Yes, I did. Sorry, it's forward, right, right. Oh, I'm not looking forward to something chasing me in one of these rooms while I'm trying to figure it out. Oh no. Forward, right, right. Nope. It wasn't forward, right, right, forward. Right. Right. Oh, I didn't like that spooky sound cue. Uh-oh. Forward, right, right, forward? Wait, I thought I tried all three of them now. No, hold on, now I'm confused. Forward, right, right, right? Right. It's the spinning that I don't like. Right? No, that was right, then... Oh, then the door's there. Good. Okay. Well, those lost rooms, they make me very anxious. I'm not looking forward to when we have to get chased through one of those. Alrighty, alrighty. Some repeat spooky rooms we've seen so far. And I guess rooms also owned by Spooky, so spooky rooms and Spooky's rooms. Right? I don't like this stairwell. It makes me very uncomfortable, the thought of being chased through one of these again. It's awkward to shake a ghost who can go through walls when you have to double back on yourself so much. Okay, okay. This next block so far hasn't posed any new awful threats. Nothing too terrible or horrible anyway. Those are roughly similar adjectives. Well, terror and horror somewhat have a distinction. But... I'm skeptical of this block so far. It seems too innocuous, like nothing bad, nothing too much extra. It hasn't ramped up the scary too much yet, so I'm thinking if there is a new monster in this place, I'm not gonna like it. And or, I was about to say, the cardboard cutouts are gonna get scarier, but surely that wouldn't happen. Surely they stayed the same amount of scary, and oh, centipede's here, bugger! At least I know that means I gotta just run. And not stop. Oh, centipede busted out the door. Hey, you know what? Spooky's the real victim in all this. These poor doors. I mean, I know I went the wrong way, sorry. I know she didn't seem to care too much about this house or what its secrets lay deep within, but... She still probably has to pay to repair the doors, doesn't she? Ah, there are so many after all. Ouch. Is this centipede getting faster or is it my imagination? I'm not bothering to look behind me. Sure is hurting. Aye, okay. But it sure is, he seems to be catching up much more easily. Maybe I should just be mashing E to get through the doors a little quicker as well. Gosh golly. It's relentless, this thing. Does a centipede come out of every single centipede hole? Like, if there are 2 centipede holes, does that mean they're going to be chased by 2 centipedes by the end? Sure hope not. Anyway, we're kind of speeding through this block really quickly because of just how the centipede is forcing us through. And that they haven't thrown too many curveballs in the design of it yet. Well on our way to room 300. Oh, uncomfortable room. Deeply uncomfortable room. There's definitely gonna be one in here. Cardboard cutout. Pop! Bugger! Alright, my intuition on it overall just sucks. But I had guessed it correctly twice earlier in this video and just forgot to call it out. So now every time I get even a slight hint, I'm like, just call it there. It'll be one. But now even if I call it correctly, it'll be hollow because I've called it incorrectly so many times. Anyway, we're mighty close to room 300 here. Eerily close without too much hostility, just that one centipede chase. Granted, it was a fair bit faster. Oh, I wouldn't like to chase that be chased by that centipede up that room with the stairs. I'm still a little wary and skeptical of how non-injurious this place has been so far. Makes me very, very uneasy. But only 8 rooms left to go in this place. Some more spooky power columns and stuff. Well, I guess we didn't actually go down an elevator in between the last block and now. I suppose that makes sense that they would be similar. It'd be a similar sort of challenge level and rooms and everything. That is a creepy, creepy, creepy painting. Anyway, we're nearly there now. Don't stop now. I was about to say this one feels like it. Damn it! That time I just didn't have enough time to get the words out of my mouth. Centipede's after me again. Well, you've only got 1 room to catch me. You better make it snappy. Too bad. Sucks to suck, friend. Hey there! Hey! Paint me like one of your French corpses. Pillar. Make like a tree and die. Coming this fall. Keep that blood bumping. Down we go again. This rusty elevator makes a good beat. No, it doesn't. Through we go! Is it real scary now? Kind of more of the same. We've been in a similar room, just with a different texture. Alright, nothing too... nothing too horrendous so far. Ooh, I'm uneasy, though. I'm definitely uneasy. It's been a while since we've had anything really surprising. Any new monsters or anything like that. That one that sort of messed with the floor and the walls. I'm expecting more horrible sense manipulation stuff like that in the near future. I'm not too jazzed about it. Ooh, and another long room like this. It's just the single chairs in the middle of nowhere also make me kind of uncomfortable. I feel like something dark happened there earlier on in the history of this place. And as an avid history buff, or whatever it is that said in the intro sequence, of course that sort of thing piques my interest and my passion and my, of course, terror. Because being an avid history buff, I know that history sucked! There was scary stuff happening all the time. Some thumping. Oh, okay, never mind. It's the one who makes the floor go all funny again. I was about to say, I'm sure that thumping is in the distance and has nothing to do with our situation, but it has something to do with our situation. The walls go all a little funky. Oh, it's actually, you know, it's kind of, it's cool. It's also, like, in addition to being creepy, it's just like a cool artistic achievement, kind of like Yume Nikki. Just all the stuff that they... Oh, I didn't like that little groan. Oh, the creative ways they decided to make the areas scary. Oh, interesting. Old temple all of a sudden. Oh, these are fake walls. Oh wait, we're straight up just in the Shadow Temple from Ocarina of Time? Speaking of Ocarina of Time, this is exactly what it looks like. Holy crap. Well, I don't want to have to fight Bongo Bongo without my bow and arrow. Oh, there's a Wind Waker? It sounds like Goron music is playing. There's like a big bunch of Zelda homages going on here. One day, a strange merchant came to town. He sold handmade puppets and trinkets, and all the children loved his store and his gifts. But the town couldn't support his store because the other shops were failing. The other shopkeepers became jealous, so one night some townspeople took all his puppets and threw them in the river. Don't love that. This is clearly supposed to be a Wind Waker, though, right? This is all like a Zelda sequence? Pick up key, why not? Got key. But just afterwards, sorry. Can I hold this to my face in a different way? Just afterwards, he came running to the river crying and wailing that his children were being drowned. He dove into the river trying to save his possessions. The townspeople, bitter and still angry, watched him frantically thrash and dive into the river until he never came back to the surface of the water. Nice! Well, so we've not been all the best of friends to this puppet master person, and I have a bad feeling that they're going to be now some kind of monster wandering around here, creating problems, essentially. But yeah, I wasn't expecting a huge Zelda homage all of a sudden. Oh, interesting, and it's not advancing my room counter. Although not what they wanted, the shopkeepers were satisfied. Damn, it's cold. Oh, I thought there was a roar from that way. Years later, the children of the town began to go missing, and as more and more children disappeared, people began to find more and more puppets in the forest and around the river. These puppets seem to almost look like the missing children sometimes. No, I'm sure you're wrong about that. I think that's an exaggeration of the truth. I don't think that's what happened. Back this way, let's go. Didn't notice a locked door anyhow around here, though. Oh, that was weird. Oh, when you stand on this, does it make these invisible? Ah, I see. Gotcha. It's a spooky temple setting so far, though. It's very, like, high tension so far. Hey, are you the puppet master, or are you one of the puppets? Ow! Alright, jeez, what's with the needle? I was just trying to say hello, I was just trying to be friendly. Forgive me. Ah, okay, you're showing up behind me. I gotta better run better. Wait, do you, like, teleport and stuff? Oh, okay, that is actually deeply creepy that I can't hear it when I'm running. Ow! I think I got gotten. Please don't put a sewing needle in that eye. Oh god, no! That's not really what I wanted, if I'm honest. Oh, it cut away. To become a puppet is to rid oneself of the pain and harshness of choice. Now you do nothing. Now nothing you do is your fault. Now you belong to something. You belong to me. Game over. Your soul wanders an endless maze. That's also a gaming wrestling reference, isn't it? A lot of gaming love in this. Okay. Great! Well, that was Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Made it to floor 310 or so. What was that before I died? I would absolutely love to carry that on someday, but that was a good little taster of it. If I could have started from like floor 500 or room 500, I probably would have, just so we could have a higher concentration of scary stuff early on, because this game's nature with a bit of a slow boil, and I'm only playing like an hour of it today. We only started to get into the real scary stuff a bit later on. So my apologies about that, but still, that was quite fun and good scary as far as I'm concerned. I didn't realize it had so many like little game references tucked away in there, unless I was like reading into it. But that whole area seemed very Legend of Zelda-ish. And now your soul wanders an endless maze. Isn't that? There was some old game where that was like the game over screen, right? Well, I knew that phrase from some game, but I just looked it up, and all that comes up is Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion slash House of Jump Scares. So maybe I'm wrong about that. I could have sworn there was some old like arcade game where when you died it said your soul wanders the maze forever or something like that. Anyway, this is awesome. I love this. And there we go, concluding Chill or Be Chilled for this year. Wowza. Definitely a bit more up and down this year. I think I ought to just suck it up and just do a bit more research next time. I'm so loath to do like too much research because like, you know, you look up anything about a game and you try and get a sense of how long it is, and you get a video that just like spoils all the jump scares in like 10 seconds, and it's like, well, now I can't play it. For the channel, which is why I was trying to go in as blind as possible on some of the games we had, which is what led to its situations like It's Aware and Cave Spook, which are more like little 5-minute tech demos than full blown experiences, which is why I had to bust out 2 emergency games in this one Chill or Be Chilled. So I don't know how I'll tackle it next year if I do indeed do it again, but I was a lot less scared this year's Chill or Be Chilled than the previous year's Chill or Be Chilled. Because Chill or Be Chilled was freaky. We had some terrifying games in that. Caregiver and Anatomy especially were horrifying. And At Dead of Night, that game is terrifying. I still don't think I could go back to it. It's gonna take me a very long time to go back to it. I don't know what it is about At Dead of Night, but it just like it's like the weird point and click nature of it combined with the creepy, realistic hotel aesthetic. It just sets me so on edge, and I can't even think straight when I'm looking at it. How we doing on that horror bingo, by the way? Must have gotten a handful. There were keys. We didn't get to use any, I don't think, unless that skull door was locked. There were keys. It was frequently dark. We were reading old notes. Must have gotten a few anyway. It's gonna be a little bit of a weird one just because of the weird nature of the games I happened to pick this time around, but figured I may as well rank them by how scary I found them at the end anyway. Just do a little Chill or Be Chilled end review here. So down at number 9, I would put Cave Spook, because it was just a little tech demo that didn't actually turn out to have much of a beginning and end with anything scary really happening. It was just like a slightly moody atmosphere. Actually, it was pretty cool, more than spooky. Next, I would put The Devil Haunts Me. That game is a bit more like action with like a horror aesthetic than strictly like a scary game. Definitely, I got a little startled every time that demon thing would just like fly out off screen, especially before I knew I could zoom out the camera. But overall, it was mostly more like a creepy mood in that. But I think partly because I was just so focused on it and trying to actually like do the survival elements and like fight off the monster, I kind of like I forgot to be scared along the way somewhat. I don't think it was actually trying to be like outright too terrifying. Next, I would put Alien Isolation, again with the caveat that I get that it would be scarier if you had played the whole thing through the main campaign, because there's more variance in there. It's not just like, I know you're fighting an alien, try and get around it. And of course there's more at stake because you would go back to a save point when you lost, not just the room behind you. That looks like it'll be a very fun game when we eventually play it on the channel, but it's, even in a short burst, it's still definitely very tense. Much more, it's incredibly tense compared to scary, I would have said. Except for the bit where we very briefly tried, the bit where you're in the ventilation tunnels and there's the facehuggers. Though that was terrifying. I hated that. If I had picked that one to do the whole video, I'm sure this one would have ranked like number 2. That was terrifying. Next, I would put this game, Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Again, I think maybe it's that it's a bit more action-y, like The Devil Haunts Me, like you're trying to run away from stuff and try to pace your sprints and in your natural regions and everything such that you don't die, which I failed to do with the puppet at the end there. And it's those moments where you just start going for a headlong sprint that you kind of the creepy little, is there going to be something awful around this corner? Is there going to be a spooky note for me to read? Am I going to walk through this door and see something creepy on the wall? It's sort of diminished when you're just gotta run by it. Which is not to diminish the game at all. It's obviously trying to be action-y in those portions. I very much did like this game, and I would like to come back to it at some point. And try some of the other modes as well. I didn't even know there were such modes. But yeah, very creepy, and as I've said, again with the caveat that I think it gets a lot scarier later on. The fact that I died early on says more about me than the game. Next up at number 5, I would put Slender Claustrophobia. I know it's unfair because we technically had it in a previous Chill or Be Chilled. Was it even last year's? No, the year before maybe. Can't remember. Year before it must have been. But Slender games still just freak me out. There's just something so effective about knowing that when you turn around there might be something there that wasn't before. It didn't even have to be Slender Man. It could be like a dog and it'd freak me out. It's just the mechanics of it that are scary, and the location and everything. We did get closer to beating it this time than ever before, though. We got 4 keys, which is more than I've ever gotten. And if we just keep at it one of these days, whenever I have a rainy day where I'm just got nothing to do, let's play Claustrophobia, and we get another 3 or 4 keys, that's another 30-40% chance. One of these days, I'm telling you, we'll get it. I think it is actually a percentage. It's not like you need 5 keys or anything. I think it is genuinely each key is a 10% chance of being the right one. So, well, more than a 10% chance as it goes on, but you know what I mean. Next up at number 4, I would put It's Aware. I know it was sort of brief and clearly more of a demo than a fully complete start to finish product, but something about that grungy, dark aesthetic where it's just completely silent and you're just anticipating a jump scare around every corner. I know it doesn't take much to do that, and it feels dirty somehow to say that one scared me as much as it did. Because it's not technically or artistically difficult to make the anticipation of a jump scare scary. If you just put a black screen and you said in the next hour there'll be a screamer, then that would terrify me, and you don't even have to try for that. But I cannot lie about what my heart felt, and that my heart felt that was a bad time. It's Aware. It scared the crap out of me. It was a situation where I was so unnerved by the setting beforehand that even though the jump scare sucked, that's harsh. It was just a little silly. It still got me good. The next 3 I would say these ones were pretty full-on scary, I was really not wanting to continue whilst playing them kind of scary. And I think these 3 are very close together, and I hold them in a similar horror esteem, so to speak. Number 3, I'd have Crawl. Probably one of the most unique ideas we had in this little Chill or Be Chilled segment, and it was the first game we played. Started off pretty strong with Crawl. I thought it was creepy, it was suffocating, it used the mechanics in an interesting way that informed the gameplay in an interesting way and the horror in an interesting way. I really just liked it all around. I think it was just a good experience. But it wasn't too overly punishing or anything. And it included an endless mode for if you did want it to be harder anyhow. You did have to be fast on the draw, but it wasn't so fast that it felt like it was an obnoxious test of your reflexes every 5 seconds, as much as it was. You have to be fast so that you can't slowly turn around and ease yourself into a monster being there. You have to be fast because it forces you to turn fast, and so you end up jump scaring yourself even when nothing's there. You go there was nothing there. So I thought that was really effective in the way that one was mechanically designed. Next up at number 2, I would put Inunaki Tunnel. Chillazar does it again. That grungy 90s camcorder aesthetic they've got going freaks me right out, man. And there's such an unpredictability to their games because I never know if there's going to be chase scenes or if it's going to be more experiential walkthrough kind of thing, as Inunaki Tunnel was a bit more. There are multiple endings often, so it's not always super clear when you're heading toward an ending, because the game design language can kind of pull you in 2 directions, being maybe there's something over there, maybe there's something over here, so you never know, am I going somewhere special and secret, or is this where the big main jump scare at the end of the game is going to happen? Slightly lessened by the fact that I happen to be looking in the wrong place for every jump scare, which was only partially by design. I was kind of trying to look down at the ground a bit and back up to look at stuff, but when I thought a jump scare was coming, I was also kind of trying to figure out where it might be coming from. In the phone booth, I only noticed in editing a bloody handprint appears on the door before it opens, and I think that I don't know if anything actually slams into it or if it's just the bloody handprint that appears. The slam sure got me. As to the last monster, when I heard the first little groan noise. I actually did like try and look up and find it, and I couldn't see anything. And I think it's for those two reasons only that I put it below number 1, which is Into the Gloom. Simple and kind of like something you've seen before. Like I don't think it was terribly. I don't want to say not innovative because that sounds like an insult, which is not what I mean. I think it used a lot of tried and true indie horror methods, I guess is the best way to put it. But they were true and tried, and it freaked me right out. The hospital's design was just unsettling, and like I think I like the way they used the architecture of the building to be uncomfortable, because there are like weird curved hallways and stuff that you wouldn't actually find in a hospital. I like that the jump scares were tame, but the reason they were scary was because of the atmosphere that had been previously built up. Like, there's nothing scary about the little shadowy thing with the little face, really. But it's just because of the ominous mood that was built up, and then you walk into a big room with a hugely loud whirring fan, you go into the next room and there's oil coming out of the walls, and it's just that sort of grungy, creepy aesthetic. Or you think, man, if I was the character in this situation, I would not want to touch any wall or floor in this place. That plus it threw me into a chase right at the end, which I didn't even realize I was in a chase. I was like, oh, that's a spooky ambient noise that's happening, and it was actually a monster right behind me, which I became a lot more clear in editing that that's what had happened, because I could hear the monster's noise like change ears as it went around to the other side of me to get me. But I didn't even see it at the time, and that was the first time a chase sequence had even been in the game. So out of nowhere, I got caught by that, and we got a bad ending. So altogether, not one of the spookiest or most consistent Chiller Be Chilleds we've had yet, but it was still a ton of fun. I could definitely see myself returning to get a different ending in Into the Gloom or Inunaki Tunnel. Of course, I gotta play Alien Isolation someday, and I could actually go back to The Devil Haunts Me as well. That was kind of cool while we were playing it. I got so sucked into the actual gameplay portion of that one while I was like trying to brace myself for the horror, and I didn't even realize how sucked in I was getting. And then by the end of it, I was like, oh, I'm really invested in building these bridges and like keeping my food stocked and everything. And then when I died, I was like, oh, it's all right. No, I don't get to do that anymore. Like, it caught me off guard how much I was enjoying it. But that'll do for now. Even though I haven't beaten it yet, I'm just happy to say I've played Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion now. It's just a classic. And that is all for now. Next week on the channel is going to be some more Omori REX playthrough that'll be going up on Halloween Day if I can get my schedule together. I've been really behind in getting a bunch of videos these days, in these last few days of Chiller Be Chilled out late. I haven't got any of them a day late yet, but I've been having them like come out of 5 hours after I meant for. And even as we speak, the Celeste episode this is the 29th right now. The Celeste episode that's going up was supposed to have been up like 5 hours ago, but just because of the way it's set up for Halloween and the fact that I'm doing double time with the Chiller Be Chilled videos and everything, I just fell behind on everything a little. Should be able to get back to our normal schedule a little more consistently after Chiller Be Chilled's over and I can take a breather. But additionally, tomorrow, as well as Omori, I hope to have another Halloween-related thing that isn't very scary going up in the evening, which I will keep a secret for now in case A, I don't manage to record it in time, or B, just because secrets are fun. I said A and B again, which is very weird with my fingers. Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion was good fun though, and that is all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around to this episode and this Chiller Be Chilled. If you stuck around for the whole thing, you are a champ and have the patience of a saint, really, because there was a lot of faffing about. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace!